Alrighty, hello everyone, welcome back to 0Player. So, as I was just setting up right now, I just noticed this heart in the middle. It has a cable going up to the wall out here. So, if my theory around this is correct, and we're just passing the power into the outside space, then that would actually light up. I guess there is an edge to the image here, but it's further out than that. You can see the edge there. I can't draw off it. So this is all connected. So that would all be connected around there, down to here, then to that. But then that would mean, if I figured this out already, that would mean that I've already done that. And that makes me feel like I really don't understand what's going on over here. Because I started, we've got an unhappy heart over here. I started doing things that felt slightly uncomfortable. The half positioning of blocks felt fine to me. I'm okay with that, really. But the very fact that I could just move those without moving that, there's something weird going on with that. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe it can't be that you can only move a block that's already powered, because then you wouldn't be able to move any of these blocks ever. The nudging thing maybe makes sense, but if there's some rule around what can be pushed and what can't be. So I think there's mysteries, and I think I'm fine. I was uncomfortable ending this zone with those mysteries that I had, because I still feel uncomfortable about that one as well. I mean, let's have a look at that again, actually. This one up here. Because I just want to make sure there's not another way this could be done, because I find it surprising that this is requiring me to learn something that I've never done before. Oh, oops. Okay, which layer is that? That is that layer. So now grab this, take it out. There we go. You'd expect to be able to get to the heart of a particular zone without ending with a complete whoa. Did I just do something completely different that I've never done before? And this is the puzzle where it's teaching me? That just feels wrong to me. So let's say we're allowing these to be in any, they don't have to be grid aligned at all. If that's the case, then this seems to make sense, getting power to there. But then how's the power ever going to get across this thing? We've only got 2 blocks that we can move. Why can I not grab you? Because I've got the wrong tool selected. Sure, I can make S shapes. I can extend this ring, but not very far. I can bring this in. I believe that's valid under my current rules. And then I don't know. How could this go any further unless I can nudge them along? Maybe it's worth us assuming that that's still the case, and then maybe there's another area that teaches me that for sure, possibly. Okay, so I'm going to leave it for now. Let's go to the orange area. Well, if I could nudge them along, I could just move one thing here, but I also could just slide these separately and then move that across, and obviously that's going to be connected at that point. We do have power coming from below. Yes, we do. No, go away. There we go. Okay, and that's there. And sure, once again, we can slide all of these. This might be trying to teach me something about multi-push, but I don't see why I need it, because I can just move them all separately, put that there. But then why have this puzzle in the first place? Maybe you can only select blocks that have cables on them? But then we seem to be abandoning that whole thing for the next puzzles because all the blocks have cables on them. That's not what I meant to do. No. There we go. That would make this still possible. You push all the way down to the bottom and lift up. I wonder if that's always still possible. Here they were all blank, and I can't move them anyway. In fact, there aren't often blank tiles, are there? Maybe that's the thing. Blank tiles can't be selected. What did this thing say? Well, that's a blank tile, but then that's just illustrating, I guess. This just means a tile in general. Okay, maybe it is that you can only select tiles with cables on. That would then work for these two and this one down here. And then and basically, if that were the case, that would entail that being able to nudge them along is possible. We shall see, I guess. Let's continue this way. Obviously, we just slide this along, so that is a weird one, but whatever. Goes across to here. Then this. Let's split these out. I think that'd be good. That. And that. Okay, and then same here. Grab you, cut that out. Neat. So bringing these two over here. It looks like it's going to go up there. I mean, I think I can see how this is going to get laid out. I mean, I'm just going to do this. Ah, this is teaching me the same thing. Because if I don't do that, then I can't like slot these in together in the way that I need to. I need them to be slotted like this and then move them both over here. But we're going to have to be dragging one with us, aren't we? Okay. Because like, how else could I get this here and then slot that in? I can't. Or how else could I get this here? No, this here and then slot this in. I can't. So they have to get dragged together because of the way they interlock with each other. We can't just like shift one then shift the other. Okay, cool. It's cool that I was like looking at this. I was looking at these two thinking, oh, this might be teaching me something about multi-push. And then I looked at this thinking, but that clearly is just abandoning that entirely. But then no, actually, this does teach me something about multi-push. So we're doing this and then sliding them together. Like, but we're basically grabbing either of them and then shifting it to the left until we get to here. Cool. All right. That's good. That makes me feel better about the previous thing, which was here. So yeah, I think we did that correctly then. In which case, hold on. Is it on the right layer? No. What layer are you on? Oh yeah, you are on your own separate layer. We can do this. I've got Photoshop set up weirdly so that I can do this recording, but I guess I need to do this. And then, where is it? Layer. Where is it? Edit. Transform. Yeah, that's it. Vertical. There we go. Now it's happy. Let's go back to full screen. Okay. Cool. So I'm good with that one now then. So this is teaching me half grid stuff, and this is teaching me multi-push stuff. Okie dokie. All right, so over here, I think I'm going to want to pull this apart. Looks quite like a enclosed space, a tight space that I'd prefer to like have done this so I know I'm doing it right. It's funny because I'm basically just turning it into the video game that it is trying not to be. But oh well, I can do what I like, right? Give me an image, I can do whatever I like to it. Nothing is against the rules. One more. You. Okay. And now, so in theory, these are all separate things. They are cool. So How's this going to work? We want to get these two to the opposite sides. Got it. I reckon it's going to be that we literally can't move blocks without tiles on them by themselves. So we basically have to move these together. How's this going to work though? Like where can... I guess I can get stuff to the outside if that's useful. Like this. But is that useful? Because then this can't slide over at all. Wait, what? So bring this down. Bring this down. Like obviously this wants to get here, right? So then we slide all these across and they're all moving together. But then they can't go anywhere. So nope, go back. Leave one behind maybe. Grab, how's this helping though? Grab you. Bring them both back. I guess I could deposit things over here. Is that useful? Can I, how do I like do, can I shift click? Yes, I can. And then, yay, neat. I still prefer Photoshop over other image editors, even though there's still some jank around the UI. But like I've had worse problems with other ones. But I guess part of it is just like what you're used to. Now, how do I undo that? I think like that. And then, yeah, there we go. Cool. So why am I doing this? I don't know if I had a good reason, but I'll stick with it. I guess I can, so I can bring this down and move it over. Well, I don't know if I can move it separately or not. But then I can't get like this down here and then into there, all the other way around at all. Am I being silly? How's this ever going to work? This is basically how it started, right? Need to connect to here. Need to get that over there. And then when we're sticking this in, ooh, we have to lift this up at some point, and that gives us space at the bottom, although we can't then shuffle things around up there. So it basically needs to be solved at that point. How can I get stuff out of there? There's not enough space to do stuff. I can obviously get you down here now, but then what? There's like no space up here to deposit one of these into. Don't forget half grid movements, but there's no space for half grid movements here. Oh, hold on. Okay. So the lifting that up, I think, is going to be useful. So we do this, move both of these, and we do. Oh, no. Bring this here. Grab both of these, move that up. Then we shift you around to the side. Okay, there we go. Sneaky. Bring us down, do this. Really? So I had to only have one thing in here to do this kind of movement. And it could only have been one of these. I can obviously bring you down now, but it's almost like I actually want to... Could I bring... Ooh, okay, so we can swap these two over. I think I've done an overcomplicated thing there. We can swap these two over, send you back up to the opposite movement here. Sorry, I need to grab you. It doesn't have physics. Bring you over this way onto the bottom. You two. No. You and you. Yeah. Bring this over here. No. Yes. Really? And then swap these two over. Yeah, okay, perfect. All right. You go there, you go here. Swap these around. Oof. Yeah, this was definitely one where I had to break them out to be able to see what was possible. You go across here. So it's you and you. Slide this over here. That's it. Swap these two over, and then we're done, basically. You go here. Oh, these come across, and then they go up. Ta-da! That'll do. All right. Let me throw all these into a group so I don't keep clicking on them. Okay. All right. Power coming through this way. That's done. Up here we go. No. That one. That's it. Okay, here we go. This is teaching me what I needed to know for certain down the bottom one. All right, so we move this one to the left and this one all the way to the left. It makes a loop, but then we need to maintain that loop. So we slide them together by pushing the one on the left over to there. Okay, I mean, I don't think I need to visualize that one. It's pretty simple to visualize. But it does teach me that I can like slide them both together and maintain the loop the whole time. Neat. This is why when you're like not confident on a certain area, you should just go to another area because it might teach you important things. Okay, here I think we want to do the same. Okay, so here we're proving that we definitely can push blocks that are blank because we're going to make a loop by lifting this one up. We can illustrate this one. This one's going to go up. The other one's going to go left. Yep. Then we've got a loop, so that makes a power source. But then we need to move that over to the right without breaking it. Given that we can only select one of the tiles, as soon as we like select a tile and move it to the right, it's going to break. So instead, we select this tile, which I haven't broken out. Go. And we select U, and we shove that to the right, which obviously pushes the other two and maintains the loop. Okay, perfect. We've learned everything that we were worried about last time. Woohoo. All right, up this way. So it's immediately made a power source here. Interesting. Okay, I see what we're doing. Yeah, we can act it out. I'm basically keeping this loop together, so I'll just edit that as, I'll cut that as one block, and then I'll cut you as a separate block. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to move this around here. This loop is obviously powered right now. I'm going to push this over here, maintain it as a loop. Well, I've grabbed the left one, and I'm pushing them both using the left one. Then I'm going to grab this one and push up to move the whole thing upwards without breaking the loop. Then I'm gonna move this. Then I'm gonna move this around here up to there. Then I'm gonna grab the right one and push them both leftwards without breaking the loop. Then I'm gonna use this to push them down to there. I've got power going that way. Yay! This is neat. Very nice way of teaching it. I was like sort of worried about the ideas that I had and being like, well, how is the game gonna teach these things to me? Like I kind of had some confidence in the idea that multi-push might be a thing, but like that confidence was reduced by me thinking like, oh, but I'm not sure. Like also from briefly looking at the rest of the map from above. I mean, I guess it's always from above, but you know, zoomed out, that I just didn't believe that it was going to be teaching those things, but it totally is. This is the area that does it, and I couldn't tell from a glance, basically. Okay, so now we have power coming out this way. And we've got this thing going on. I reckon we're putting you in the middle so that we can move stuff as one. Yeah, that's totally what we're doing. Move this out. I'm not going to visualize this one. Move this one out. Move this one into the middle. Move that one back in. Now, then you can grab just this one. Well, to be honest, it doesn't matter at this point. We can just slide them all over to the right. But we could just grab this one, push it right, because the blank one's going to be here. Pushing this one to the right pushes that one, which pushes the outer thing. So they all slide to the right as one block. Then that makes a loop. And then we can also grab the outer block and push left, which will push the blank block, and it'll push that block. And so they'll all push together over to the left, and we get power over here. That's totally fine. Okay, so we've got these two things in here, which can never leave. They can, however, make power sources down here, which I guess is the point of them. There's this power source as well. So we can, I think this is one where we're going to split things out. I'm going to break this up as one block for now. We might have to break it up. I think we probably will be breaking it up later. But I think we're doing this first, making this a power source, keeping them together, sliding it over there. Now this is powered, this cable. They're on the outside. Now, I think I see something. So we can like leave something in the middle here between these two gates that are going to be going up and down. I guess. Yeah, okay. Let me split the other one out as well. So I think these are going to be breaking up. So let's grab them. So right now this is powered, and what we're going to do is move this one down so that this becomes powered from this. So power comes from here all the way along here to this space. In fact, let me draw that out so it's clear. It comes along here, down to here, and then we have a power source here. Cool. And then we are then going to, I think, like grab one of these, put it here, a little storage space between the two, lower this down, and lift that up. So we're still maintaining a power source in this section. So sorry, when I lowered that down, the power from here went out this way, across here, and then turned this into a power source. So now we've got two power sources, and we can therefore turn off this one by doing this, and then we can send you through. Then we can do the same with the other one. So we bring this one back down. We've got a power source back over here. This one up. Send you into the storage space in the middle. Lower that down. Bring a power source over here. Lift that one up because we've still got power in the middle. Bring this here. Bring these both up. And then basically do what we did on the other side. So we've got power from here to here. Now this is a power source, and then we can just do the multi-block pushing. Grab the right one, multi-push the left one over to there. Yay! This is a cool section. Where's my layer? There it is. Power coming this way. Okay, I see what we're doing. It's fun when you can just like take a quick glance at a puzzle and just know exactly what it's doing, what its idea is. I think some of that comes from just familiarity with solving lots of puzzles. But it's nice to have that kind of communication with the designer of like, yeah, we're both experienced with this. I know what you're saying. Like this is a complicated word, sure, but I've heard this word before, or like this like sentence or whatever. So like this is going up here. I don't know if I've got the full thing mapped out. I think we're maintaining this as a square the whole time. So I'm just going to grab the whole block, and then I'm going to grab this block as well. So what we are doing is putting this here, this here. This is now a power source. We use this to multi-push this up. We use this to multi-push this left, maintaining the ring. Get this out of the way, get you to the top. So So not only have I understood the sentence, but they've told me a funny joke at the same time. Yeah, okay, I see what the joke is. Very cool. Okay, I like it. I did wonder why there's an extra space down here as well while I was doing it. Okay, so we're actually inverting this shape. this is sneaky. I might do this by... Oh, that's even better. Like, not only is there that direct communication of like, yeah, I understand what you're saying here, but then for there to be a clever little trick within what was understood is nice. Nice little joke. Okay, I could do this in a really weird way. Basically, I'm swapping a few of these around with each other. Like I think I'm rotating them anti-clockwise. So you're going there, you're going there, you're going there, and you're going there, which effectively removes these and puts in. What a great way of doing it. Does that. So there I don't have to split them all apart, so I can just move the whole thing as one thing again. So we've rotated them around to make a separate shape. Oh, very good. I like it. To here. Push this up to here. Push that along. Oh. Push that along like that. So we do exactly the same thing at this point. It's just we needed there to be a cable down the bottom left corner. Very sneaky. Move you out of the way, and then we multi-push. Wait, there's a separate thing here. Oh, I didn't even notice. I only saw this one. So there's like two solutions to this. Okay. So the other solution was right for this then. I just would have brought you down to the bottom and pushed you up. Okay, okay. I totally didn't notice. Oh, that also goes to the thing. Oh no. What's this gonna mean? I don't know. Okay. But anyway, so that goes down to there, and that's the heart done. Yay! Get on the right layer. Oh. Oh. I guess we should draw this along as well. Yay! Okay, cool. So we've definitely solved both of these. Obviously, they're not powered at the same time, but that's okay, I guess. So there appears to be like another way of getting power to the edge. But why would I want to do one and not the other? Uh-oh. Maybe we should leave that till later. Yeah, I think I might leave it till later. I mean, I guess I could solve this bit to get to there. But so similarly, there's like a branching path, a few puzzles, and it gets to a puzzle with a gate in it, which is curious. That still doesn't explain this puzzle down here, though, right? Like you could say like, oh yeah, so the reason the gate's there is to like make it so I have to use this block to push both those. But I could just move those both individually, and that would also work. Could I not? I don't see why not. Yeah, I don't see why not at all. So there's still some weird mystery going on. There's also a weirdness of like, I have multiple ways of sending power into this outside space, which seems to be one single space. I guess that's a big bonus puzzle for that section as well. But like, it's not like I have different colors of power or anything. I don't have like orange power here and blue power here. So like, yeah, so why would I want to power it from this side and not that side or whatever? I also see something up there. Okay, I think we think about that later. I think I might solve this one now though, while we're here. If we can. Don't do that. Okay. I think I can sort of see what we're doing. We're just making it so that... Ah, this is reminding me of a puzzle in Can of Wormholes. The one, it's quite late, it's very late in the game. I think it's in the very final world. If I say like lock, not referring to the game I've just been playing, or like keyhole or whatever. That should hopefully tell people which puzzle I mean without spoiling it. Okay, I'm going to break all these things out. I roughly see the kind of thing we're trying to do here. I guess I didn't need to move you yet. Yeah, that's fine. So the rough thing we want to do is set these objects up in such a way that I can move them all without the ring breaking. So like the multi-push like just carries the whole thing basically. I think I've done them all except the outer one. Well, I will have done so than this. Is that true? Let's hold control and point at these things. Yeah, seems so. So, well, the exit needs to be in a very particular place like that. And then that means these two have to be here and here. So then there has to be some position I can put these. How's that going to work? Oh, interesting. By doing this. And obviously I can't. I'd have to move stuff out of the way, but it's fine. There's a space like that. And this can be anywhere along here, I guess. So then when I push this outer one, it pushes that one, which pushes this one, it pushes those two. That one pushes that one, and that one pushes these two. Yeah, there's a few ways this could go right. That could be over there, etc. Okay, I think I'm comfortable with that. So that's solved. And then we're going to worry about the next bit next time, I think. Oh, let's have a think about it. Be good to at least add to the mysteries, I guess. Is that good? So getting power here. So this is a powered thing. We can grab this and push the whole thing down without losing the power. Once it's into this space, the power will actually go backwards along this because we basically have the loop here, and it would go up this way and open that gate. Oh yeah, don't forget that. Oh no. I was going to say I'd forgotten on the other one that gates didn't stay open, but no, that's not true. The other one has a little power circle near the gate. But though in this case, this is interesting because the gate will only be open while it's still powered, but the power will keep running upwards. So we can easily get this past the gate. Like once it's here and the power's going upwards, then the gate's open and then we can shift this loop further down, but the power will still be going upwards that whole time. So that's fine. And then do I just... It is interesting that this goes even further to the left. I was thinking that maybe I just stop the thing with the edge, with that end point to there. And then the power continues into this. But it continues over here, which is weird. That is weird. And there's no other power source, so we can't break this thing ever. Maybe it is just that. Maybe we just stop there and that's there just to be weird and confusing. I don't know. I think we're left with another bit of a mystery there. Maybe we need to... Like, I keep thinking like, oh, maybe we need to... sorry, let me zoom in and move around a bit. Maybe we need to like get the power from each area into the outside bit. But that doesn't make sense to me because there's nothing that distinguishes this power from the other power. Like, they've all come from the same place, ultimately, from down here. And in fact, there wasn't even a way to get out of yellow and green, as far as I noticed, unless I missed something. So I think we leave it as a mystery. We clearly have, so we have those mysteries, but we also have the bonus puzzles to do as well. So plenty left for later. All right. Next time... So I think something that changed when I did the update is that this puzzle, I guess we can see, this heart, oh, that's not the thing to do. Oh, yeah, it is, but yeah, that heart became a purple heart instead of a red heart, which is interesting. Don't know why, but it did. But the purple zone looks like you need to do red first anyway, so I guess I'm doing red first. And then the black zone up here looks like it mixes different types. And we did also see here that the power goes into the outer space as well. So we'll probably learn about that there. Okay, cool. See you next time, folks, and we'll probably do red next. Right, goodbye.